successfully taken all your text out of Google and you've copied it to your paper. Now I borrowed Miranda's as an example. She's already done a lot of work on hers. But lots of your papers look like this, where you've got your text here, but if you read it, it doesn't necessarily make sense or read like a professional paper. Let me start at the beginning. My movie is actually a TV show. It's about when Elena falls in love with Stefan the vampire and she doesn't know that he's a vampire until he tells her, and in season 3, Elena and her ex-boyfriend drove into the water and they drowned, but Stefan saved them and he had to turn her into a vampire or she would die. So that was all one sentence, and we know that run-on sentences are a bad thing when we're writing. So I'm going to go through, and I'm going to start my sentences with capital letters. I'm going to make sure that I include the name of my show. And when I need to, I'm going to start a new sentence. Make sure that my characters' names have capital letters. Okay, I'm going to find good spots to make new sentences. So I'm going to go through and do this throughout the whole paper to make it into a better paper. Now also, some of the things we copied over don't make sense on their own. Here, Miranda is responding to the question, why do you like the movie? So here she needs to say some things I liked about the movie. And this is actually a great spot for her to put a bulleted list. Come up here, choose my bullets, make sure that each item has a capital letter. Again, give my characters capital letters. Okay, so you need to work through your paper and make sure that you turn it into a professional looking paper. Now these red lines that you see throughout the paper mean that there's a misspelled word. Now when it's on someone's name, you don't need to worry about it. Pages just doesn't know the name. But here I see that ex-boyfriend like this is not a real word. So I'm going to hold down Control while I click on this word, and it's going to give me some choices. So boyfriend's not really what I want, so I'm going to try another way of doing it. Here I'm going to hold down and Control there, that's the word I want. Now when I don't see the word I want, like here, you might have to guess at the spelling until you get it to say the word you want. Okay, so make sure that you pay attention to that spot on your paper where it asks you to have correct spacing, spelling, and grammar. That's what I'm talking about right there, trying to get everything correct with your spacing, spelling, and grammar. One more thing, let me pull up another example. I wanted to grab Kanaya's because she has her paper in pretty good shape, but she has a couple consistent examples. She didn't capitalize her I's, which a lot of you need to do as well. And she also has some spacing problems, like right here. See how she didn't put a space after her period? She didn't put a space after her comma. Those are good spots to make sure that you have correct spacing in your paper. Good luck with your work, and make sure that you show me that you can make a professional quality paper in Pages.